These were the closing days of winter. A few frosty mornings came as a last goodbye of this beautiful and challenging season. The spring is about to emerge. What are you making today?
I'm making pho. Oh, it's a Vietnamese like noodle soup. Yeah, it's really nice. Really fresh. We've got a punnet of wild mushrooms, onion, all the herbs and spices.
Miles made the soup twice now. It's delicious and full of warming spices. This is the only soup I know that has cinnamon in it. Going out for pho is one of our favorite meals. So Miles started making it at home. It's already very similar, just after 2 attempts. I have not filmed for a couple of days, and for a very good reason. Drum roll. Today I passed my driving test. I'm really happy. I can't be happier. It's my first attempt. So glad I did it. The weather was awful. It was raining really hard. I was incredibly nervous. I was shaking, that nervous, but luckily I managed to pass. Yesterday I had my last full lesson, and I told my driving instructor that I'm so sick of buying L plates. I have to pass just because I'm tired of buying the L plates. But the last 2 weeks I've just been doing a lot of driving, a lot of practicing with the instructor and with Miles, and it was just a very busy time, so I didn't do any filming and focus on getting this done. And I did it. The reason I kept losing the L plates is because every weekend we would do a drive somewhere out of town for a longer distance. There was Mother's Day and Miles's birthday a month ago, so we went out of town and we went on fast roads, and I guess driving 60 miles an hour, tiny little magnetic plates couldn't handle it, so a couple of times we came back and we lost the back one. So I'm going to the car now and I'm going to change the L plates onto the P plates.
What have you done today?
That's my test.
You passed your test, you've now got the pleb plates on and the loser plates off. Ooh! What are we going to do tonight to celebrate?
Go for an Indian.
We're going to go with the Weirs, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we're on the move with the Weirs, talking about winter, summating how it's been.
Comparing notes.
Comparing notes, ropes and knots. It's been raining for the last week and it's picking up pace. It's fluctuating in like the same area, but it looks like another week's worth of rain. I think we should put some more water in tonight actually, see if we can, before it gets too high that we can't decant it. Of rain last week and a week this week, so if it carries on we might have to put the posts in. I was hoping we could turn them into firewood, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. We're not on as firm a mooring. That's our centre line. So I have that on my belt. We're not on as stable of a mooring as where we were at Henley. There are posts here, but I don't trust them. I've seen many of these posts wobbling in the ground.
It's been very gloomy lately. For the past few weeks, it feels like it just rained. I think we only had one sunny day in the last couple of weeks. It feels a little bit melancholy, so I'm doing a few things to keep my energy up. First of all, I've been continuing my runs. I've been running every other day or so. It's really challenging to go out running in the rain, but it's not as cold, so I guess it's not that bad. And I can't really go and do my favorite route because it's incredibly muddy and wet, and yeah, I don't even go there, so unfortunately have to go on the pavement, which is okay, but it is not my first choice. I try to eat healthy, and in spring, I don't normally do it in winter because I just don't feel like doing it in winter, but in spring and summer I like to make smoothies. So today I'm going to make a smoothie, a green smoothie, to boost energy, have some nutrients, and I feel like it does help the mood, the energy levels, and generally gets me through the grey weather. Let's try this. Really yummy. Love it. I try to have one a day, but realistically I probably have about 5 a week, and I alternate between green powder and berry powder, and apple and banana. In the summer I'll have some berries, maybe frozen berries, so just to keep it all a bit different. I want another one. Just realized there's a little bit more left, so I'm winning today. It's like 2 tablespoons. So my test was yesterday. As I said, it passed, and in the evening we went for dinner with the Weirs from We're on the Move. If you guys not watching their channel yet, definitely have a look. I'll leave the link below. They gave me this card. I didn't even know that you can get cards for passing a driving test, but yeah, I've got one. I've got a card and a succulent and a little air freshener for the car, which is really sweet, so thank you guys. So yesterday Mars and I went for a drive just to drop off recycling in the nearest village, which was good. That it was like a first drive as a full driver. However, I haven't been in the car on my own yet. Mark said yesterday that it's important to start immediately, basically. So I think tomorrow my challenge is to go to Tesco's, because that's a route I've been going to and from for the last 6 months, so I know it really well. I'm not even going to need a sat nav for it, although I might put it on just in case I get really nervous or something, but I know the route really well. I feel a little bit nervous about it. I've been told that the first drive on your own can be quite stressful. I'm going to see how it goes and let you know. I'm not going to be doing any filming, obviously. I probably will report to you guys before and after. We were really excited that we found water and nearby, and we were hoping that we can get water now whenever we want, but unexpectedly it's rained really heavily for the last few weeks, so the river is on red, on high. We can't go anywhere, so we've continuously been using our 100-litre container and filling that up and bringing it manually to the boat. Every time we use it, we're very grateful that we have it. We're like, oh, we're so glad we've got it. You know, we just go once and bring this container. It's about 100 litres and it will last us for 3 days. And we know, you know, we don't need to do any small containers or going every day or anything like that. So it's really good in that way, but it's still, you have to go 2 to 3 times a week. So we were really hoping that we're gonna start cruising to a water point and actually filling up properly, but it's not happening yet. The weather report says that it's going to rain for another 4 days at least, so the river might go up a little bit more, but we don't think it's gonna need extra poles this time. I think it should be fine. It's interesting because the water on the field is coming up through the ground and there are puddles already in the field nearby where we're moored, so I can easily see, like, as soon as the river rises, the whole field next to it is going to be flooded as well. We might end up seeing the floods twice this season, one in Henley and one in Pangbourne, but hopefully it won't flood. Doing something creative, especially when it involves bright colours, is another thing that helps me on grey days. Today I'm going to do a watercolour painting. This is a birthday card I was given last year. It's so beautiful, I'm inspired to recreate it. I finished just in time. It's getting dark now. So yeah, but I finished my rabbit. It looks pretty awesome. It's nice and wonky, obviously, but it's very colourful and I'm really happy how it turned out. So today is going to be my first drive on my own. I had my first drive on my own yesterday, but I went to pick up Miles from a train station because there was some train problems. So it was like a 7-minute drive at 10 o'clock at night. So there was no one on the road. So that felt completely fine. And today I am going to Tesco and just gonna pick up some food. Going out properly on my own. It's not that far, I'd say maybe 15 minutes. I won't be filming it, so I will report when I get to the shop or maybe when I come back here. So I just made it to Tesco, which was about 16-minute drive, and I had a challenge on the way. As soon as I started driving, it started to rain, but it wasn't like a rain, it was flash flood rain with about an inch of water running all down the road, so I couldn't see any markings. I couldn't actually see anything, so I went really slow. And then that went on for the first maybe 7 minutes. I thought, oh, it's gonna be a quick one, but just went on and on and on. And then I got to the point where there were like roadworks, and I stood there for about 5 minutes, and the temporary light didn't work. So people were coming, there were like 3 sets of cars coming from the other side. So stressful. I was like first one in the queue, had to make a decision what to do in that situation. Oh my gosh, that was stressful. But then as soon as I came out of the village, it's completely dry here, all the roads are dry, it didn't even rain, so it was fine. As soon as I came out of the traffic light and the flash flood zone, it was completely fine. I generally feel confident apart from driving in treacherous conditions with lights not working. So I just came back. So on the way back I realized that the traffic light was definitely broken. It's stuck on red, so everyone is just going whenever they can. So luckily I went on red for the first time on the first drive, and I was really worried about it, but actually it was okay because it wasn't working. So yeah, got some food, got some oat milks, and the first proper drive on my own is complete. I did it. It's all good. Thank you guys so much for watching. A massive thank you to our patrons for supporting these videos. If you would like to join our next Zoom meetup, get a card from us or a sticker of Alba, join our Patreon family. Sending you all our love. See you in the next one.